Buyurun kayıttayım.
We can start if you are ready.
Yes.
This is your. I don't remember the number of the concerts, but you came here so often. We love this
I'm
situation.
almost Turkish artist.
Yes, yeah, we can say that in a way. So how do you feel about this time in Istanbul? You will give a concert in a new area. You see the place, and how do you feel about this concert?
Well, good thing with Istanbul, you can have tour in Istanbul. It's so huge town, so when you play on another part of the town, probably those here doesn't know that I'm there. But for me, it's I'm from Sarajevo. It's it was 500 years during Ottomans, far away province on the edge of Ottoman Empire. So for me, that who has grown up in a small town, far away Ottomans, small town, it's incredible miracle that happened that I can play concert in Istanbul. So my musical culture is that tiny, small comparing with yours. So knowing that I have audience in Turkey, it's incredible miracle.
So I wonder your opinions about Istanbul, because you are coming here so often and lots of things are changing day by day in Istanbul.
Well, I first time I was in Istanbul in all the times before the war in Sarajevo, I was rock and roll star. So, but taxes were 90%. So I worked little, once in 2 or 3 years. So the rest of the time I was traveling around the world. And on one trip I was in India, Pakistan, and this part of, and I was scared to catch amoebas. So I didn't eat almost for a long period. And I lost, in that period my maximum was like 60 kilos and I lost almost 10. So I didn't want to come back in Sarajevo that slim. So I stopped in Istanbul to gain a little weight. It was winter time. And I stayed in Hotel Bebek.
It's a very nice
On that
place.
time, it was an old Turkish hotel. It was so beautiful, old room, and almost boats were passing through my room all the time. It was so beautiful. In meantime, of course, like Hotel Bebek is changing and Istanbul was changing a lot. But it's easy to be in love in Istanbul. It's probably one of the most beautiful towns in the world.
So I wonder your opinions about in that way. Istanbul is changing, yeah, we growing, but also in a positive way, also in a negative way. Sometimes we are worried about this city, and I wonder your feelings. For example, did a lot of things change badly in Istanbul?
It's still Istanbul, you know, at least from the point of view of one musician. I love so much to play with Turkish musicians. I had luck to work on Sezen Aksu records, so I had the opportunity to work with the best Istanbul musicians. Then I did Kemal movie, about Kemal Atatürk movie, so I also had sessions during the shooting of the movie. So I had, from that point of view, this is the place where you can find really some of the best musicians in the world. And but I don't know, it's nice to see one town growing. It was always huge town during the pre-Ottoman period, Ottoman period till now. It's one of the biggest and most important towns in the world.
Could you please give us details about tonight's set list, the theme of the concert maybe? And
Well, I'm still promoting my last record, Champagne for Gypsies, which comes out in a little bit difficult moment for the gypsies in Europe. You know, they throw them out from almost everywhere. So this record just want to remind us that gypsies left some strong traces in European culture. So this is why I have so many guests on this record, from generation of gypsy kings till Gogol Bordello as the last gypsy stars. Of course, it's a dancing and drinking record. It's not politics record, but just to remind us a little bit. And I will play a lot of songs from this record. I will play, of course, some of my old stuff, some few tunes from my opera Carmen with Happy End, few tunes that I wrote for the movies. It's one light program. I'm here with just my brass band, and when I'm with the brass band, I play songs. So I will play songs tonight.
I think you liked Gogol Bordello. They had chance to perform with Madonna. Do you want one day performing with Madonna in a way?
I don't know why she did this.
Really?
It's quite difficult to connect those things, but I like gypsy artists. Of course, I met some Turkish gypsy artists. It's
For example?
I played with some of your brass bands because you have here also some tradition of brass band, and you always have feeling when you play with gypsies that little miracle will happen. Those kind of things you never expect from the others, but from gypsies you always expect it will happen, a little miracle.
So now I will ask a very classic question because we all always wonder. You worked with Sezen Aksu in one record. It was a really special record for us. What do you want to say about her, about that record? And are you still meeting? Are you still friends? Do you keep in touch?
Well, you know, I grown up with certain stereotypes about Turks. You know, we were like 500 years under Ottomans, so of course we have kind of stereotype of Turks as a Turks, you know. And then first two Turks I met were Mustafa August, who was agent of Sezen Aksu, and Sezen Aksu, and they didn't fit at all in this stereotype that I was grown up with. Mustafa August was highly educated, French-speaking professor, and she was one free-thinking, beautiful blonde, which I don't know I don't know many of Turkish singers, but she's for sure. If you imagine how Turkish female singer has to sing, she could be one of this. So this is like Turkish way of singing.
In one day, do you wanna make
I don't
a
know,
duet?
you know, in
maybe
this kind of
collaboration?
things,
These are
you
changing,
know,
yes.
when you don't work together, you see each other rarely, and because everyone is I travel around the world, I play almost 150 years, 150 concerts a year, so it's.
This time we are meeting in a very special date. We have just passed the Ederlezi. So Ederlezi time is also important in your culture,
Of course,
for us.
is, yes.
What do you want to say about Ederlezi?
Well, it's most important gypsy day, and you know there is spring. Everyone goes out, make barbecue with family. It's, I think, custom everywhere on this part of the world, at least.
Also, there will be wishes trees around this concert area tonight, because the sponsor of this concert, the two radios, make wishes trees for the people.
Yeah.
So yeah, and what do you want to say about that?
Well, first I'm very happy to be in Istanbul, and I hope that you will like my concert, and I hope to see you a lot of times again. I like to play in Istanbul.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.